Hey everyone, welcome to my new podcast called How It Is. I'm Sydney. You can call me Sid. I don't really have a huge preference on what I'm called. Um, so I wanted to make a podcast for a while and just be able to talk to people about things and get suggestions on topics to talk about with people and try my best to answer everything because obviously not everyone's life experiences are the same. But I have a lot of things I can speak about and try and help other people feel better and just get my get myself out there a little bit and just try and help people. That's always what I wanted to do in life is help people and be a caring person. So this episode is going to be about mental health and seasonal depression because happy December everyone. And while it is a joyful time of year with family and gift giving and good food, there is still the little part of you that some people struggle with. Getting sad when it's colder out and it's getting darker a lot earlier. Especially here in the Midwest, I mean, my other Midwesterners or northern, anyone who lives in northern U.S. will understand it. And I mean, I know in the U.S. it gets darker later in general, but still, with the cold weather, it doesn't really help that either. Um, so I have depression and anxiety. I got diagnosed in 2018 with just situational depression and just general anxiety. I'm a very social person. I've always been outgoing, so that's it wasn't really social anxiety. It was just and I think I've had anxiety for a long time. It just never really got diagnosed, and my parents getting divorced brought up a lot of those issues and just made things kind of just pop out and allowed me to finally get some help for it and try and treat it as best as you can because obviously there's still going to be really rough moments even if you've been taking your meds every day, you're going to therapy, you're doing your self-care, you're still going to have those really rough times, especially in this time of year. And also your body remembers trauma. So if you had something happen in a certain month or a certain time of year and it happened just a year ago or even 2 years ago, 10 years ago, your body remembers that. And it can be really, holidays can be an extra hard time for people, especially if they experienced a loss or a heartbreak or they had a traumatic event happen. And your body remembers that and you feel sad, but you don't know why you're sad. It's just because it's in the back of your mind. And so that can also be really hard trying to navigate through that. Um, I have certain points in the year where I get a little more sad, not during the winter months, just because I've had stuff happen in the summer months, and then I'm oh, I'm kind of sad today, or I'm kind of sad this week, but that's okay because then you might remember what happened or you might not. And if you don't remember what happened or why you feel so sad randomly, going to therapy can definitely help with a lot of that and uncovering a lot of your traumas. I did EDMR therapy for 5 years. I haven't been to therapy in a while. I don't have time. But try and make time for it though. Therapy is very important, but I just haven't gone. And it's just and that's not the only type of therapy that's going to help with that. Any type of therapy can help with it, but having the EDMR therapy can help kind of bring that stuff out. And most therapies in general can kind of uncover stuff that you didn't even think would be trauma or would make you sad all the time. I did this really good activity with my therapist. I made a timeline of good and bad events in my life that I remembered. And I had a lot of medical issues when I was younger. So my therapist is well, no wonder you're scared of you get a little anxious going to medical settings, or I'm scared of needles, which I have piercings and tattoos, but it's a little bit of a different thing. I'm just scared of getting shots or and that's why I started donating blood and plasma to try and get over that fear of getting poked, because I know eventually you're gonna have to get IVs, you're gonna have to get blood drawn. I needed to get over that fear. So that kind of helped me, a little bit of exposure therapy in a safe setting with people who can help me if I'm feeling anxious or if something happens. There's medical professionals around. But back on track. So, time of year And just certain events that happen that time of year can be really hard. And combined with the holidays, the stress of being around family that maybe you don't want to be around, but you feel obligated to, which you shouldn't have to be around family you don't want to be around. Because, like, sometimes I don't want to be around my family, like, on certain sides of the family. I'm like, why am I around you? But then there's some family members there that I do enjoy and I do want to be around. So I just try and talk to them or just sit next to them and not be in these awkward situations and feel like what? And just feel like pressure or anything. And also, if you don't want to be around your family for the holidays, that is A-okay. You are your own person, and blood does not equal family. So, like, even if you're blood related, you don't have to say that you're family. You don't have to associate with them because sometimes it's better to not be around your family. And but definitely like deeply consider it before you do like want to cut off people. That's my opinion because I've experienced cutting off some family members and they made a lot more issues in the long run. So, it's honestly up to you though, but if you want to cut them off, you cut them off because it is your body, your choice, like your mind, your state, your peace of mind. You got to protect yourself. You got to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. Because if you're trying to do all these things at once, like, and you fall behind on yourself and taking care of yourself, like, it's just not going to go very well. Um, so I would just like, so yeah, this time of year, it is hard. And just remember, do not isolate yourself right now. And I know you may just want to lay in bed. Like, actually, I just rolled out of bed. I woke up at like 8 a.m., but I'm like, I'm so tired. I don't want to leave my bed. And so I got up, took my dog out, and then I went back to bed. Got up, got some food, ate in my bed. So I was like, I don't want to get up and do my chores. I don't want to get up and take care of things around the house. But it's like, once you push yourself just for like 5 minutes a day, just do a little something, just go unload the dishwasher or load the dishwasher. Because it only takes like 3 minutes, but just trying to get up and do it is always the hardest part. Or just picking up like dirty clothes in your room, putting in a hamper. You could wash it right then and there, or you could wait. But just like 5 minutes of just like taking care of your space or taking care of yourself. Like doing like a whole skincare routine, like deep washing your face and then like, using moisturizer or maybe just do a face mask. Like those little extra things can really add up and just improve your mental health so much during this time because people really slack off and I do myself. Like I don't want to get up and go to work, but it's like I have to go to work. And I just try and have a good time when I'm there and not get upset or just like focus on the positives of work. Yeah, you might have a stressful day, but your coworkers usually make it better, and that's definitely thing you should look for like when you're in a job. Like if you're not happy, you're like, is it the work or is it my coworkers? So usually you stay at a job because of the coworkers because they can really make or break a job and the managers, but whatever. But just remember to take care of yourself this holiday season. Like, and that you're loved and you are worthy and that you don't have to please anyone. If you don't want to go somewhere, don't go somewhere. But just remember, surround yourself right now with people who really care about you and are looking out for your well-being and just want to like be there for you and like care about you and want to help you or just want to or who listen to you and you listen to them. Like you have a nice healthy communicative friendship or like relationship. Like it could be platonic or romantic, whatever. But just surround yourself with really good people right now who care about you if you are struggling. Because that really makes or breaks like a lot of things. Like if you don't spend that extra time with people right now, like just isolating yourself will just make things a lot worse. And then you'll just get into your thoughts. Or even if you don't want to get out and do something, that is okay too. But don't just mindlessly scroll on your phone for like 3 hours. Like try and turn on a show or something. If I notice myself start to overthink a little bit when I'm on my phone because I see a sad Instagram post or a sad TikTok or like something sad on social media, and that also affects my mood because I am a very caring person and other people's mood affects my mood a lot. Like it's just always been something that I've done. And so, or I'll see a sad dog post. And it reminds me of my dog passing. And I'm like, okay, time to put the phone away. We're going to watch a funny little show, or we're going to watch a show we enjoy. And just to kind of get your mind off of things, that can also really, really help you. Just little things like that, just like 5 minutes a day, 5 to 10 minutes a day. Just take care of yourself, do a little something extra to pick up your space, or like, just do a face mask or something. It's even a face mask. You can be sitting in your bed with it on, or like you can be sitting on the couch watching TV. Except I can't have my glasses on when I do one, but that's fine. But it's like just those little acts of kindness for yourself just really helps me out, and I really hope it can help others out. And I just want to help people like feel better, because it's hard. It's hard trying to feel better when the situation you're in, like wherever you're living, or if you're in a bad relationship or you have not supportive group of friends around you, like it can be really hard to try and heal when the situation you're in isn't allowing you to grow and heal. And like, so I just want to, yeah, it's been really hard for me, right, these past couple weeks, or not even weeks, like the past like few days. Seasonal depression just hit me like a truck all of a sudden, and I was like, what is going on? And so just remember that you're not alone right now, and this is a really hard time of year, but yes, you're not alone. Like, you're loved, you are worthy, and I just want to remind people that they are not alone. And if anyone ever needs anything, like, please reach out to me. I am an open book. I would rather get a text at like 2 in the morning than never hearing from you again because something happened to you, or you decided to do something yourself because you felt you weren't worth it. But you are worth it. And I always keep my ringer on at night, because if my friends are ever they're in a really hard situation, like they're really sad or they're really like upset, I'd rather get that phone call. I'd rather be on the phone with you until you go to sleep and feel better than having to go to your funeral. And that is for random strangers too. Like, even if I've never met you in my life, or you added me on Instagram 5 minutes ago and you're not feeling well mentally, then like, I'm there. I'm there to listen, because I have been in that place so many times, and it sucks. It really sucks. And I just don't want others to feel like that and just be upset like that. And I just care about others, and no one deserves to go through stuff alone. Like, if you don't have a supportive group of people with you, like, I'm there. I am there for people. And I just hope that this podcast, this episode especially, just because it's a really hard time of year right now, up until like February or March for me usually, until it starts getting like a little bit warmer out and stuff starts to defrost, like, and so I just don't want people to feel like they're alone, because you're not alone. There's someone out there who cares about you, and when no one wants to see you struggle or suffer alone, because like, they're always there for you, and there's no like, I don't know, I just don't want people to feel alone, or just, even if you have a really busy time of year and you don't have time to go to therapy right now, that's okay. But just make sure you reach out to people. Reaching out is the biggest thing, and you are so brave for reaching out for help when you're struggling, because so many people are like, oh, I'm fine, I will just suffer through this, I'll be okay. Like, no. Please reach out and listen to people, and like, or even if someone else is struggling, like, listen to them, like, try and help. Obviously don't give them all your spoons. Like, if you only have like 2 spoons, 1 spoon, like, tell them like, hey, I'm also struggling, like, I see and I hear you, but I don't have a lot of extra like support I can give you right now, but just know I'm still here for you, and we will get through this together. Like, there's ways you can help people in little ways without like without giving up all your energy, because you also have to protect yourself. But helping others, or having like others help you, is so important. And I think as people, we just need to put our differences aside and just step up a little bit more. people are just really selfish nowadays, and it just makes me so upset. And obviously there's moments where everyone is selfish because it's human nature. We all make mistakes. Like, you're not horrible for making a selfish mistake or making an error in your life, at work, at home, in a relationship, like with a friend, or like, you know, just little things. Like, if you make a little mistake, you're not going to remember that like a few years down the road. But like, if things happen, like, it's okay. Everyone makes mistakes, and you're not worthless or you're not stupid for making that mistake. Especially being younger. I mean, I'm only 20. I make so many mistakes, but I look back now and I'm like, well, I was 16 years old. I don't know what I'm doing. I still don't know what I'm doing half of the time. Like, I just work and I come home and I go like out to eat sometimes. It's like no one knows what they're doing right now. Even people who are in their 50s, sometimes life just like throws something at you and you're like, whoa, I've never dealt with this before. What do I do? And it's like people who are in their 70s, like their 50s or 60s, like their 40s or 20s, or like, just any age suffers with things, and that's okay. Like, no one's perfect. But if we all can just try and help each other out a little bit more, like, I really think it would just make a big impact on so many little people. Or this is something that really helps me get through this time of year. Doing little acts of kindness for people. I had a coworker, her dog passed away, and I hadn't seen her for a few days. And I was like, hey, Tim, like, hey, T, how's it going? And she's like, well, yeah, it's been okay. And I was like, what's going on? And she's like, well, my dog, like, got ran over last night. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, if you need anything, like, I'm here. I just lost my dog a couple months ago. And this just happened, like, last week to her. So, and obviously I worked till 10 o'clock, so no stores were open until when I got off. But then the next day, my day off, I went to Trader Joe's, picked her up a bouquet of flowers and a nice little card, and wrote her a little message to know that I see her and I'm here for her. And that, like, if she needs anything, just little things like that. Even if you can't spend money on something, opening the door for someone, or if you see them struggling in the grocery store and they didn't grab a cart, like, hey, do you want me to grab that for you? Like, there was one time in Target, I didn't grab a cart, and I had, like, 10 things in my hand. Not 10 things, but, like, I had, like, a roll of paper towels, like, a big pack of paper towels. I had, like, a whiteboard, a throw pillow, and, like, some other thing. And things kept falling off, like, left and right. And then this lady's like, and I was walking up to checkout. I still had a way to go. She's like, do you want me to take that to checkout for you? And I was like, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much. Like, I didn't grab a cart. And, like, little things like that can just really impact someone's day, and just be like, people see you struggling and they just help holding the door open for someone. Little things like that also make me feel better, because it just shows that, like, making other people's day can also help you, like, feel better. You're having a really hard day and you help someone out and they're also having a hard day, and you guys are just there for each other. Even if you're struggling a little bit, doesn't you don't have to spend a bunch of money on people to help them feel better, because we're all kind of struggling in this economy. It's okay. Like, things are just getting expensive in America, or I don't know about other countries, but maybe, I don't know. And it's like, just those little acts of kindness can really, really make you feel better and help others feel better, because they feel seen and heard. And then whenever I do those acts of kindness, I feel so good because I know I help someone feel seen and heard, and it makes me feel better that I can help improve someone's day. So, I just want people to just feel okay during this time of year, because it's hard. You'll have financial struggles, you'll have family struggles, you'll have, like, trauma struggles, or just, like, you're sad, you're really sad, and that's okay. And so I just want you to remember that you are loved and you do matter, and that even though this time of year is a little hard, the sun will rise again tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. And just know that, people are here for you and people love you. But yeah, thank you for watching my first episode. And I hope, like, that stuff made sense and can help people out and reach out. And if you guys have any other, like, topics you want me to talk about, like, please just shoot them down below and I'm here. So yeah, you guys have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.